Hello, everybody. Ultimate Player on the scene here, and welcome to this. Yeah, we're doing this again. Now, of course, here's the thing. We want to talk about a very old game app. Now, of course, I don't usually do this on this channel. Usually this is, about all jokes and stuff, but I kind of want to talk about something real quick because here's the thing. There's this one game I want to talk about. Hold on. I'm gonna pause just for a quick second. Then I'm gonna show you what the game is. Our game is. Hang on. And the game I'm talking about is this game here. Now, of course, I have a lot to say about this. This is Love and Hip Hop the game, and to me, it was literally the perfect game app. I could play this game for literal hours. Like, I'm serious. Back in the day when I still had this game, you guys have no idea. You guys have no clue how long I would play this game. That game for me. And here's why. Here's why I'm saying this. Here's why this game is fun. Because when you play a game that you can that yes still has like a whole bunch of NPCs and stuff all around it, there's a whole bunch of stuff, whatever. But when you play a game that is basically a dating simulator, it was the dating simulator, it had tons of NPCs and also other real players as well. There was other real players, there was also NPCs and stuff. But the main thing is that in this in particular dating simulator slash hip hop world, whatever, it was perfect. You could date whoever you wanted. You could do whatever. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. You could date whoever you wanted. You could love who you want. You could date. You could be whoever you want. It was this perfect role playing game. Basically, it was amazing that what you could do in this game. And me, I actually really do pray, like, even though that it might not ever come back, I really do pray that this game actually comes back one day. Like, this was the one app that was actually fun. It didn't have any ads on it, which was fine. It was fine, whatever it was fine. It didn't have any ads on it. It didn't have like an over thing where it's like it plays an ad like every 2 seconds or every time you beat a level or every time. Like, it didn't have any of that stuff. It was simply, oh, I'm out here trying to be who I want and play who I want to play as and do all this and do all this stuff. Now these dating simulators that are out now for phones, they aren't the same as Love and Hip Hop the game. Like, yes, I know that I wasn't really much of a hip hop person. The only real time I ever played would be because I actually liked the game. That's the only real time. That's the only real reason I ever played it, because I actually loved it. I could play that game for literal hours. It doesn't matter how, like, it could literally, like, when I say literal hours, I'm talking, it could be literally the exact next day. It could be, like, I could start playing yesterday, it could be literally the exact next day, and I would still be playing this freaking game. This freaking game. The only time I would ever stop is because, obviously, I had a bedtime, so sometimes I had to stop. I didn't really have a choice. But if I could, it could be like 3 days later. I would literally set up a whole thing to play for 3 days straight. No pause, no nothing. I could literally set up a whole thing where I had water, food, and everything else I would ever need to sit around and play this game. Like, I promise you, this is the one game where it was fun. It was perfect. It was everything. Like, why did this game leave the game store? This in particular game was perfect in this regard because when you really think about it, when you take this stuff here and then you decide that it would be a great idea, like you literally you did whatever, you thought it was a great idea to get rid of the one app that was perfect in every single way possible. You like in this game you could live your dreams as you wanted. You could be whatever hip hop rapper you wanted. You could get clothes by just getting like, certain gems and stuff, getting in-game money really easily. You could do all this other stuff that was just insanely fun to do. And it was like, sure, it was simple. It was a simple game, but it was amazing. The game itself is a lot of fun. Trying to get like, certain outfits and get certain things and all other stuff. That to me was beyond fun. That was beyond any, because if you really think about it, if you really like, yes, maybe the game wasn't getting a lot of business or whatever, or maybe it wasn't like getting as much money as you thought it would get. But the thing is that when I check like the comments and stuff on a apt tech, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to pronounce your thing. I'm sorry. When I checked it, it was beyond different because people actually love this game. Like, there was people, I think this game was making like millions upon millions of dollars if I really had to guess, because this game was nostalgic for, I think, for a lot of people. Like, for a lot of people, they were really, I think a lot of people would agree with me when they said that this game was really sad to see go. Because it was a fun game. Like, you literally took a dating simulator, except the only real difference is that there was more freedom. There was more freedom to do what you wanted, and you could do what you wanted and do whatever make your character do what they wanted, whatever you wanted them to do. It was more of like, it was almost like Minecraft in a way. It was almost like Minecraft. The only real difference was that the characters wasn't like breaking blocks or anything like that. The only real difference was that you could get like all different types of outfits. You could do all different types of stuff. You could get whatever. Like me, I really want to bring this game back because this game was fun as crap for me. If I could, I would literally make if I had the power, I would literally make a whole petition. I would make a whole thing for all the people that ever knew about this game, that ever knew about it. I would make a whole petition. I would make a whole list of people that ever knew about this game and see how many people wanted this game to actually come back. Because this was the perfect game. The perfect game, bro. This was the one game where you could do literally whatever you wanted. It doesn't matter what happened as long as you kept whoever, like the NPCs who you were talking with or whatever, happy or whatever. You could do pretty much whatever you wanted. It was a perfect game, bro. And I don't know why you got rid of it. It was so great on so many levels. And then for some reason, it just straight up disappeared. Like when I got my new phone, like yes, it took me forever to get my new phone. Whatever the freak. It took me forever. Oh shoot, my phone's doing weird stuff. It took me forever to get my new phone. 110%. It took me forever, but it was a game that was not only fun, but it was like the perfect game, bro. Love and Hip Hop, the game was perfect. You could do whatever you wanted. It didn't like matter. Nobody was like discriminating against people for what they wanted. Nobody was having a problem. Nobody, like, the characters designs was just absolute like peak tier. Straight up. You didn't have to do anything like if like me, I really hope that either it comes back to the phone, or if it does come back and it comes back in some PC form, I really hope that happens too. Because Love and Hip Hop the game was really, really fun, and I really did love everything about this game. It kind of like, yes, like, I hate to say it, but when I first discovered this game, I fell in love with this game. I fell in love with it. I loved everything about it. It was amazing. It was cool. You could role play as whoever you wanted. You can be whoever you wanted. Your character can be whoever you want it to be. Make new characters, make new stuff, date whoever. Your character can date whoever they wanted. It was like a free roam dating simulator. And of course it was like a hip hop thing, but still, the game itself was incredible on so many levels. This game literally like was fun on so many levels, and me, I'm actually was mostly affected by this because it was one of the main games that I used to play, and now it's gone. Like, it's gone, and I don't understand why it's gone. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was like one of those situations where it's like the game, I don't know if the game got like a virus or anything of that nature. I don't know if it got a virus. I don't know if it was like a game that got destroyed. I don't know if it was like a virus destroyed the game. I don't know if it was something that destroyed phones or something like that. I have absolutely no idea. But whatever happened in this game, I really like. I don't know if they just decided to throw the whole game away because they found like some kind of weird virus that was happening on the phone. I don't know. Like, it was really fun, but me, I really hope this game actually comes back someday. Like, this game in particularly was so much fun because it was insane that you made a game where people could do literally whatever they wanted, and it was the perfect, like, it was kind of, in a way, the perfect game that anyone can be who they want it to be. And I'm not just saying that because it's like, oh, I want the game to come back or whatever. I hope it comes back one day. I really do. But at the same time, it's like I'm saying it because it was the truth. You could be who you wanted to be. You could be any character that you like, any character that you create. In particular universe, that is who you are. That's who that, like, as long as you were playing the game, that is who you were. That is who that person is. That is where you have kind of, gotten that in that particular universe. That is where you got your identity. And it was one of them games where it was like, it was more of like, it sent the people who was playing it basically into a different world. Like, it was one of those games, at least it was that for me. I don't know about anybody else that actually would feel that way, if anyone else ever felt that way. But for me, it was one of them games where I could literally sit around for who knows how long. Like, you could say what you want. Like, at this point, say what you want to me when it comes to this game. I don't care. You could call me you could call me whatever the freak you want. I don't care. I don't care when it comes to this game. You could call me a simp. You can call me You could call me a freaking girl monster. You could call me You could call me You could call me literally whatever you want when it comes to this game. I literally do not care. Like, when it comes to this game, I don't care. This is one of them games where I'm like, listen, bro. This is one of them games where it would be it where it was like the one game where it was like almost Godspeed if you ever still had this game. Like, if you still had it, I could play this game pretty much. Like, it would be the one game where I'm like, all right, if I was stuck with this one game on Earth, like, if it was the last game on planet Earth, I would still play it. I don't care. Like, this is one of them games where I'm like, you know what? I don't even care that if this was the last game on Earth. Most games, I'm like, if it was the last game on Earth, I mean, I still play it because I'm not gonna be bored to death. But at the same time, it would get repetitive. But with this game, it's like there's so much freedom that it would never really get competitive. It would just be like, okay, I can do this, and this, and I get to like record a game video or whatever. And all I gotta do is just hold down a button and I get a whole crap load of money for it. Like, there was so much stuff that went into this game. It was the perfect dating simulator, and it was a hip hop thing where if someone just wanted to be single and just wanted to, wanted their character to be single and just like record hip hop tracks and do whatever, they could do that as well. You have so many dating simulators out now that forces you to either be with a certain thing, and like most of them are like not LGBTQ friendly or whatever. None of like with that in particular game, none of that mattered. You would download it, play. You would download it, create your own character, and then play it. Like that's literally it. You literally it. There was nothing more, nothing less. This game was literally the god. Like, if I really had to say it, this game was literally the god of of gaming. Of gaming. Like this was like top tier game. The only real games that ever beat this, Yu-Gi-Oh, obviously. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh obviously is better than Love and Hip Hop the Game. That, Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi, pretty much any Dragon Ball game, and Minecraft. Those are the three games that literally beat like any other game after that. I don't even care if you say Friday Night Funkin' like that. Like even with that, that was debatable. Like that was debatable to me. You wanna talk about Friday Night Funkin' versus Love and Hip Hop the Game? Let's go, bro. I would sit around and argue with you for hours. I don't care. I could come up with 100 million reasons why this game was like the pretty much the god of gaming. Like, I don't understand how this game got removed from the game store. Like, I'm very much lost when it comes to that. Like, I don't know if it's still available in certain parts of the world. I don't know if it's like still available in certain parts of the world, or if certain parts of the world still have this game or anything of that nature. But for some reason in the US, that game just straight up disappeared out of existence. It was like the whole world was happy. The way that the game works, make it harder to make money, make it make it and just design. In this game that is just gone yet. And I really didn't like the idea of the developers, or did the developers say, or did they get in trouble for making this game, or something along those lines? I don't know. It, Or if my memory is just off. Amazing. Had like here's the thing. If one day they see this video and see a wrong and they find my one thing I want to say to you, why? One game. Like the one game was actually good. Like or whatever for like 18 plus or whatever. You can't like you did that one time, look at an adult game or whatever. You made it so like different only certain characters are like, but as far as I can tell, it's like a game for adult like it was a game for adults, which at this point I'm pretty much an adult now. It was more of a game for like everyone. Like shit, the designs were like, you you know, any 18 adult content or anything of that nature. Like it didn't have that. Like what was the point of doing this? So like gameplay, that this game in particular is so Xeno. Like let's fix that one day. Beerus becomes way stronger than Xeno. He becomes way stronger. He becomes he gets offered this thing. He gets the offer of being the new Xeno King. And he's just like, nah. What do you mean, nah? This is the opportunity of a lifetime. You don't want to take it, bro. Like people. Sorry, like this seems insanely stupid because you're here with an like after that, I'm pretty sure you didn't need to make anything else. You would have become like the if the like whoever this developer is, boy or girl. At this point, I don't care. I don't care. Okay, whoever made this game was like the goddess. Game. Like this was like one of them situations. Where, like, okay, whoever created this game, there's no way. Like you gonna sit here and tell me you're gonna sit here and tell me that you it's like the game had a really good run, and all of a sudden they just quit. let me get this straight. You, which has been around for 10 years, makes okay updates. It did good. It has good updates, but it has, to me, compared to the love and hip hop and love the game, much kind of like I updates. You know, there is updates, but it's not really changing the game all that much. Thing is, you added a new whatever. You want me to sit here and for me to believe that you had to give up a game that made you a crap load of money. For what though? Who told you to do this? Game is gone. All I can do is pray that it comes back somehow. Because this is the one game where I'm like, listen, bro, as much as I put up with this. Okay? This is one of those games that I can't put up with this. I really can't. This I can't do. Okay? Game that's just not there. Because imagine this, oh, you want to go back to playing your favorite game because you finally get a new phone and everything, only to realize that your favorite game is good. Please, like, please, ever come back. Take a poll on this because I remember that I actually somehow able to do that again. I want to make a poll on this, but watch this video first. Watch this video first, then go vote on if you agree with me or not. People that actually know the game. Because here's the thing, me, I want to set up like a giant voting thing of if Love the and Hip Hop the game should come back or not. Because if so, because here's the thing, I'm pretty sure the fans of the game and everything of that game really wants the game to come back. Like I'm 110% sure that there are a ton of, and if there isn't a ton of fans that want to, and if the game doesn't have a ton of fans, I would want it to come back because it was just the best thing ever. ever. The only real thing that really beat that was like the very few games that I literally named. That I literally named. That until I've seen and like me and plus, like I said, I played a lot of games. Most of them are Dragon Ball or Star Wars related. Most of them are Dragon Ball or Star Wars related. But I played a lot of games. All right, throughout my entire life, I have played a metric buttload of games out there, but none of them. But if we're talking about limited to only phone apps, none of them compared to Love and Hip Hop the game. None of them, not even, especially not any of the dating simulators. And all the dating simulators now are just so prejudiced. Like they're just so not LGBTQ friendly, and that's just not cool. Like, yes, I don't agree with this idea, but at the same time, some of the games, um, but at the same time, if you're gonna make a game about dating, I feel like that the game itself should be freedom wise. You should do the dating you want, not just like, oh, you're stuck in this situation and you gotta live with that now. That's stupid to me. Like that to me is messed up. That's messed up. You don't do stuff like that. Okay, cause stuff like that's just horrible. You no. You don't do stuff like that. No, thank you. That is stupid. All right, that is 110% stupidity. Like if we're limiting it to dating, so on phone dating simulators, Love and Hip Hop 110 out of 100. Would play it again any day of the month, week, year. I don't care. All right. I just had to get this off my chest because I can't. I just cannot believe that happened. I actually did some research on this freaking game. There's nothing wrong with it. Even the animation, bro. You could. I you because me if the developer does ever see this, bro, I bet you if you expanded this game out to like PC and all the other stuff, if you expanded this to PC, you expanded this to PC and all this other stuff, you expanded it to other stuff, and you expanded that maybe, and if you can get it to work, maybe consoles, bro, probably. You'll be a billionaire making it tons of money. You'd be rich enough to do whatever the frick you want, bro. Like, for real. I'm not joking. You like offended me me because here's the thing with Baldi's base, but then for Love and Hip Hop the game, they just kind of did a one and done. They were like, well, this is not really working. We're not gonna try and remaster it. It's just over. I think a remastered version would have been way better. Ending the game to come back. I'm just saying, bro. That's disappointing. 110%. 110% disappointed me. That was really disappointing. I'm not mad at you for it. Please. Like, if I could help you, I would. I would gladly help you make this game come back, bro. Not because I want to play it, but also for like all the fans that missed the game. This is not even about like when it comes to this game. It's not about me. I could care less about that. I don't care about me. Me, not when it comes to this game. When it comes to this game, I love this game. I love this game, but it's also about like all the fans and stuff that actually love this flipping game. Like if you expanded this to like PC and console and other stuff, especially if you come out with a game with the game remastered. If you come out with a game remastered, meaning meaning probably better graphics, more stuff to do, kept the freedom thing, freedom interaction thing, more NPCs to interact with, how to interact with them, blah, all interact with them. I can go on and on and on, bro. Exact same game, and it be once as fun as it used to be, bro. Think about how many fans and stuff you get. Think about how much money you make. Think about all this crap, bro. I don't understand. I don't know, but that's all I had to get off my chest in this video. I'm very sorry that I ended up like ranting for like 30 for like over 30 minutes. I get that off my chest. I had I it hurt me, but this game just straight up disappeared. Just straight up, like where did this game go? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna download the the cover of the game and then put it as like the game as the actual cover of the video. That way, you guys know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm gonna do because I need somebody to explain to me what happened in this game. Someone, anyone, I don't care who it is. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Um, and thank you all so much. And I'm sorry I ranted for people that didn't want to hear this. I'm sorry I ranted for like over 30 minutes. I had to get this off my chest, okay? I had to, and I apologize for making anyone seem uncomfortable. But this game meant a lot to me, and I was just sitting here ranting. I just had to get this off my chest. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this video because if I sit here talking, I can sit here talking about this for hours. So thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I will see you in another video. Stay alive, my survivors.